Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Lovett. If you're new here, this is a channel where we talk about beauty and styling tips for black women. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by. Today we are going to talk about protective hairstyles for those of us who are relaxed, and we are gonna be looking at dramatics and classics. So for dramatics, your hair should be sleek, that should be brushed away from your face. For sleek hairstyles, try to work with asymmetrical parts for your low buns, and it's not as though center parts will not work, but I do believe that asymmetrical parts work even better for dramatics, but you can work with center parts every now and then. And another beautiful sleek hairstyle that also works is a very high bun, just like this. You can see the geometry, you can see how sleek, how brushed away from the face it appears. Another beautiful sleek from the face style is a low bun. You just put your hair in a low bun, probably add some braided hair extensions, and you are good to go. And apart from being slicked and brushed away from the face, your hair should be sculpted. If you take a look at these halo braids inspired kind of hair, you can see how beautiful it looks. It is sleek and brushed away from the face. Now you can use braiding hair to do that. Now a beautiful hairstyle that is very simple but works well is just putting your hair in a cornrow all the way to the back and just putting it in a low, very simple styles right are there. What dramatic should always look to achieve. Now if you look at this asymmetrical braided hairstyle, they can be twisted, flat twisted, or put in a cornrow. You can see how beautiful they look, and they are sleek. And this kind of hairstyles really give this very clean look. If you have relaxed hair, you don't have to do too much to achieve them. Geometry is what you should also aim to achieve. You can see this hairstyle appears really geometric. Go for all these really dramatic, geometrical looking updos. They're gonna look really well for your very geometrical bone structure. And I do believe the reason why your recommendations states your hair should be slicked away from your face is so that we can look at your very geometric bone structure. Now blunt cuts hair also works really well. It doesn't matter if the blunt cut is long or somewhere at your collarbone level, as long as it has this blunt cut to the hair and it looks really sleek and bone straight, it's gonna work for you as a dramatic. I do believe bangs, you can rock bangs, but whenever you want to rock bangs as a dramatic, you just have to make sure that the bangs look really geometric. And apart from your bangs looking really geometric, your hair all in all should appear really neat, and the bangs should not cover your face all the way that we can't see your face. They should appear really neat, really sculpted, really geometric. And even though your hair has to be sleek and straight, you can work with a little bit of curls every now and then. Just make sure that the curls are not calling attention to themselves. They are not too lavish. Just like this, you can see that only one side of the part has this very simple and easy curl going on there. Now this is Leah Kibedi. She is a dramatic, but you can see that this hair is not geometric, is not bone straight. It just has a little bit of waves going on there, and it still looks really beautiful on her. You don't have to stick with really bone straight inspired kind of hair, or all the time you're always having your hair looking really straight to achieve a really simple and beautiful look every day, because of course the idea of this channel is so we can look effortless every time. Now really long bone straight wigs, guys, whether they're your hair or wigs, they look really great for you guys. You just you just relaxed your hair, you can just flat iron it and rock this really bone straight hair for dramatics. Okay, so now we are going into soft dramatic. For soft dramatic, your hair should be lavish and full. Guys, for your hair as dramatics, try to be a maximalist. Your hair should have really soft curls, large curls that looks as though they have layering to them. And try to go bold with your curls, guys. Stay away from small curls, go for really large curls, hair that attract attention to itself, hair that looks really lavish, every time you wear your wigs or curl your hair with really large flexi rods. You should always announce your hair should always announce itself and say, hey, I'm here. Those type of hairstyles, you should be a maximalist. Or even though you're a minimalist at heart, try to go for hairstyles that really call a lot of attention to themselves, and you are gonna look really beautiful. Now this hair doesn't have to be really long. Now they can be at your collarbone level, and as long as the curls are large and they look really lavish, they're gonna work really well for you. Now you can also work with really clean and sleek low buns. They are gonna work. A beautiful way to add that lavish effect to your hair is to make sure that your ponytail has this beautiful curl effect to it. And even though your hair is not long, you can add those extensions in there and work really well with this type of hairstyles. So if you're into this type of hairstyles, really simple like this, the only way it could work for you as a soft dramatic is if you add really lavish jewelries, very bold looking earrings is the only way a really simple hairstyle like that is gonna work for you as a soft dramatic. Okay, so another beautiful hairstyle that will work for you is very long and bone straight hair. You can flat iron your hair if you have long hair, or you can just throw on really long wigs. Now blunt cut bobs also work. It doesn't matter if the bobs are longer or as short as this lady's, as long as it looks really sleek and geometric, it's gonna work for you as a soft dramatic. So for classics, guys, your hair should be really smooth, it should look really sleek, and above all, your hair should always appear well groomed. Now the easiest way to go for very well groomed looks are just like pictures like this, really sleek low bun and blunt cut wigs that have center parts for symmetry. Works really well for classics. Now simple beautiful protective styles, if you google them, you will see tons of pictures like this. They work really awesome for classics. Even as simple as they look, you're not gonna look simple on you guys, because you guys are the queens of simple looks. So this is hello braid, a little bit of geometry. Your bones can handle a little bit of geometry as classics, so this is gonna look really well. Like I said earlier, simple hairstyles, updos are awesome on classics. You can never go wrong with updos if you are a classic. Now an easy way to just look effortless as a classic is just have this two cornrows parted at the middle, very neat if you just freshly relaxed your hair, or you can just use gel to hold them down and they're gonna look really well. Now cornrows that are braided all the way back also work really awesome on you guys. Another beautiful way again for the simple hairstyles is just have your hair This is asymmetrical, but try to have your hair parted at the middle and just put your hair up in a flat twist. By parting your hair in the middle, this is what I mean. You can see how this hair is parted at the middle, and then she just has this two flat twists going on there. Now you guys can also rock short hair, I believe. It is my opinion, but the only way to do that for your pixie is to make sure that your hair is not touching your face. Whenever you're styling your hair, you try to move it all away from your face so it does not cover your face and take away from your very symmetrical bone structure. That is the only way I believe you can rock a pixie. And always make sure that your pixie is always looking well groomed, really neat, really put together. And sleek low bun is like the most favorite thing for any classic out there. Whether you are relaxed, natural, locked, very sleek, clean, low bun would work really, really well for any classic. So that's it, guys. For classic, we have made it to soft classic. For soft classic, guys, your hair should be smooth and soft with curved edges, guys. So if you want to have very sleek and smooth hair that has a little bit of femininity going on there, just put your hair in a bun and just have this ponytail having these beautiful curls. Now you can also work with really soft and really neat coils just like this hair. Now if your hair is this long, you can just put in some medium size flexi rods and they are good to go. Try not to have your hair cover your face. You can just twist it up like this and you will be good to go. Now I know I showed this photo in the dramatic section, but you can see that this really, really looks very feminine because of those coils at the side of her ear. They're really, really gonna look awesome on soft classics. This is a beautiful updo, even though it has the asymmetric part. You can just move the part to the center or work with it as it is, and it's gonna look really, really well for you as a soft classic because you are a soft classic, okay? And as a soft classic, you are still a classic. So really simple updos, really simple protective styles are your gem. Now you can also put your hair in cornrow that moves all the way back, and especially if you just had a fresh relaxer, a fresh it's gonna work really, really well. So we have made it to the dramatic classic. For dramatic classics, your hair should be clean and sculpted. How sculpted can you get? You can see how very clean, very sleek, and very sculpted this hair is looking. And above all, you can see asymmetrical parts work really, really well for dramatic classic. You can never go wrong with asymmetry as a dramatic classic. Now you can also go with bangs that look really, really geometric, just like this hairstyle right here. You can see the bangs, you can see even the hair itself has these blunt cords. The bob has a blunt cord and really straight, bone straight okay, bone straight hair really, really work for dramatic classic. Now as a dramatic classic, it doesn't mean you cannot work with curls. Neat curls that are parted at the center will work really well, especially if the hair is really long. That's one of the way you can get away with curls. Really long soft curls will look wonderful on you. Now this is a center parted blunt cut wig. You can also cut your hair if you have long relaxed hair, put it up in a blunt cut and you're gonna look really, really well. Now like I said earlier, geometry is like the best thing that could happen to a dramatic classic. So always pay attention to geometry, always pay attention to very sleek hairstyles. Now top knot bun really works well, especially if it looks really geometric. To add a little bit of geometry, you can work with something like this, wrap the bun to add that extra drama, to your hair, and you will be good to go. So guys, I believe I'm done. I hope I said everything I should have said. So this is pretty much it for part 2 of protective hairstyles for relaxed hair. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do let me know down in the comment section. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.